So you've just reassembled Max in the Las Vegas sewers. You've unlocked the ability to visit the sleeper base in the northeast corner of the map. To get the achievement for cloning a party member, you'll need to take a jug that you can buy from most shops, and you'll also need a character with at least 22 intellect and 3 spare skill points. You'll need a character with decent perception and lockpicking, but you should already have that by this point of the game. So if you follow this path around, you'll end up in the sleeper base. It'll mostly be a quick run, so go right here instead to skip a fight with some wolves. Basically, you're just going to pick up everything that you need, everything you can do yourself later. So sec pass 3 in that little pile. If you go right again and down, sec pass 3 this door. This will let you through to the book, not really a library. Give it to your character with your spare skill points, obviously at least level 22 in intellect. So pop that and come out and go left and down. You'll run into a little fight here, nothing particularly difficult unless you forget to reload your gun. As I say, skipping this here, he does actually drop a bunch of RPGs, which is nice. So drop into level 2, and from here sec past the door, up and to the second room, and sec past this door as well. So this is the perception character, so you use perception on the drawers. Mine's got 3, it'll be plenty. And here you get sec pass A. It's going to get a little bit confusing. So once you've acquired sec pass A, you'll go down to the 3rd level of the sleeper base. I've skipped it here. This first door is another 3, so use that. So this next step here is actually to do with getting an item for another achievement that you'd get later in the game. You don't actually have to follow this bit. It's unnecessary for this achievement, but this step here is. So here you will use A on this door, and then you'd pick lock this. So a character with decent pick lock, as you see, 3 was enough. Get the sec pass 7 and the power converter, and that will be important. So back to level 2, slide up and right and into this new room. Here you'll use the newly acquired 7 and the power converter on the machine. We'll finally go to the cloning bay, so down into here. You need sec pass A on the door, I've already done it. Run the system diagnostics to start, use the clone tech skill on the synthesizer, run diagnostics again, install the manual overflow device. So for that you use the jug on the synthesizer, create the fluid, loot the fluid, and we're finally ready to go. So up and right and down. This door required sec pass A, I've already opened it. So here what I'm going to do is separate my team into the one person with fluid and everyone else. So the person with the fluid would then walk into the pod, they'll be accepted. You can loot your jug if you want, make more. But for this achievement you'll actually need to collect the clones, so I'll disband one character. You can only really get rid of any of the hired characters, you can't actually get rid of a original character, so disband Christina, she's hired, and then we'll have to go and wait some time. So for this it only ever seems to really trigger once you've left the area and then come back in, so what I'll do is leave, wait some time out on the main map, and then we'll re-enter. I'll skip through to a day later. I'm not actually sure on the time length, but a day should be fine. So I'll skip through the map again because we know where we're going, and then we'll pick up the new character. This would be where the achievement pops. It did for me on a rerun when I restarted the game. It just seems to be a little bit buggy for me on the achievements at the moment. But that's it. Obviously you can do all sorts with them. You can make 4 characters at once. You don't actually need to pick them up. You can keep them for later if one of the characters die. There is a few other achievements that you pick up in the sleeper base, but you can't actually do that until further in the game. I'll hopefully get to that point and upload that as well.